Hey guys, it's Jess. I'm gonna try to get as far through this as I can today. I am here for my normally scheduled live stream, but unfortunately I have been really sick over the weekend with like a really nasty cold. and Hey Rose. So anyway, I sound horrific. I feel pretty rotten. But I still wanted to be able to come on and hang out with you guys for a little while. So I probably won't stay on too long because honestly my voice probably can't handle it. Hey Luisana. Hey Darlene. Sorry about my voice, y'all. Oh Rose, I haven't gotten it yet. I will definitely check it. Sorry that I didn't see it yet. Hey Jenny. Hey Stacy. Okay, so like I said, I have been sick over the weekend. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, as most of you guys know. The 4-year-old is in preschool and the 2-year-old eats off the floor. So, good Lord. I feels like I am always sick with something since we had kids. And this has been a really, really nasty cold that I've had over this weekend. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. That's why I sound ridiculous. Also, I may be like sniffling or coughing or something. So I am so sorry in advance if any of that happens. But anyway, I wanted to at least come on and hang out with you guys for a little while because I go through withdrawals of you guys as well. Hey Ree, hey Trudy, hey Penny. And anyhow, so I wanted to do a couple things with you guys. So in my quest to catch up on, because since I've been sick, I've kind of been falling behind a little bit on working ahead of my my projects that I have. So I have a bunch of due dates coming up. So in my quest to get back on track and get kind of caught up, I tried out a new technique the other night and I really liked it. So I wanted to show you guys what I did. This is probably not new to anyone else, but it was the first time I had ever tried it. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so, oh, hi B. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yes, I want all that stuff. I feel like we are always sick around here. Anyway, so, okay, what I wanna do is I'm going to show you guys this, which I'm going to be totally honest. I think that I bought this on accident once, thinking that it was white embossing powder. So this is from Ranger. And I'm going to bring it up here. Okay, so my camera, I flipped my phone around the other way this time. So if I feel like I'm like over here, bear with me. Because the camera is on the opposite side. So this is, I don't know if you can read this, but it is sticky embossing powder from Ranger. And I am pretty sure that I bought this on accident once when I thought it was white embossing powder, but obviously it's not. And it was still sitting in my drawer with like the packaging on and everything. I literally never opened it. And so I went to trusty YouTube and I was like, what the HE double hockey sticks is this? Like, what is it for? I didn't even know. I was like, sticky? What does that even mean? Like, I had no idea what it was for. So I did my searching, right? I had never used it. I went on YouTube. I saw some demos of Tim using it. And basically what it is, for those who are not familiar with it, is the sticky embossing powder is essentially powdered glue. So what it does is it works like a normal embossing powder would, except you don't use it as a finished product. Like, you're not going to stamp out a sentiment, use the sticky embossing ink, and then that's it. Basically what you're doing is using this so that you can stamp, use the embossing powder, melt it, and then you can foil over it or use flock over it, or whatever else. I think it says something else. Oh yeah, glitter works too. So yes, this stuff is really, really cool. I had my first attempt at it, and I will show you a peek of something that I'm not supposed to show you yet, mostly just because I haven't shared it anywhere yet. It's going to be for an upcoming blog post. But I used it with the Brutus Monroe Enchanted Rose background stamp and the new green sketch foil from Brutus Monroe and Thermoweb. And you guys, Look at it. Look what I have created. It's so pretty in my opinion. I really like it. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to use some of Simon's products because I thought this one would be really super cool to try out with some of the bigger areas. I wanted to see what it was going to look like. So this is the Flower Garden stamp set from Simon Hurley's line with Ranger, called Simon Hurley Create. Oh, thanks you guys. What's up, Trudy? Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get out my original size Misty. I find that I have the best luck with this because I can stick my cardstock down. Sorry if you guys can hear what sounds like a vent, like a, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's raining really hard all of a sudden, like it loud enough that I could hear it over myself talking. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop the background stamp in here. I'm gonna place it right on top here, over top of my little Sizzix sticky grid thing, which I'm gonna have to order more of because it's getting real dirty. I'm also, the phone camera, whatever, might bounce a little bit for a second, so I apologize. I'm just moving my cord out of the way a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's all right. Oh, Trudy, that's awesome. We are actually in the process of trying to buy a house, so we are going to be moving my craft room at some point. Okay, if you have a Misty or a stamp positioner like this, what you're going to want to do is take out the foam pad before you pop that stamp in there. Obviously, it's going to be too thick to stamp with that foam pad in there, so you're just going to pop that right on out. I'm going to put my little sticky grid right down here on the bottom. And then I'm going to pop my little background stamp back in. Now that I don't have that foam pad in there, it's going to give me a whole lot more flatness. You won't have that wedged sort of effect when you're trying to close the lid. My goodness. Okay, so now we've got our stamp in there. I am going to use the Brutus Monroe embossing ink on it. This worked perfectly when I used it the other day. I wasn't sure if it was going to work because it's not a sticky ink. This one is an oil-based ink, but it held the powder perfect. I didn't have any problems with it at all. So the Brutus Monroe embossing ink worked for that. Let's see. That's too small. I'm just trying to see if I had any like scrap paper before I went cutting the pieces I already have. Hang tight 1 second. Okay, so now we've at least got 2 backgrounds we can make before we have to do anything crazy. All right, what I want to do, I think, is just kind of get this centered. And this is sort of my go-to trick, you guys. If you are ever feeling like you're having a hard time lining up your stamp where you want it, just lay it on top of the stamp with the window open, right? So it's stuck to the door. Lay your stamp down, put your paper right on top of it, and then just close the door from the other side. And then now, because we've got that sticky grid on there, when we lift it, now my paper is exactly where I wanted it. And I don't have to worry about trying to make sure that it's lined up perfectly or like shifting or being in the wrong spot. So that's a really cool kind of way to get it exactly where you want it. Hey, Sue. For anyone who joined after the fact, I apologize for my crazy voice. I'm just sick, so I'm not sure how long I'll be on tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I just unclogged my powder tool, but I have a feeling this thing gets clogged pretty much immediately, so I'm trying, whoa, you guys see that? There's like powder everywhere. I'm trying to open it up fairly frequently so that I don't get into the same issues where my embossing powder is just like sticking to everything because my powder is not coming out well. But yeah, anyhow. So, all right, just applying that powder with the anti-static powder tool. I'm gonna rub it all off my hands because it's kind of everywhere. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna use the embossing ink from Brutus Monroe. I am just going to coat it generously. You do want to be pretty liberal with the amount of ink that you put down, just because you want that embossing powder to stick to this. Now, I'm making a big boo-boo right now. Hey, Dawn. I'm making a big boo-boo right now, and I should probably fix that before I go any farther. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish inking this up, and then I'm going to close my lid, and then I'm not going to open it again for a minute. So I've got my ink on there. I'm going to close my lid, press it down, and I'm just going to leave it right here, okay? Because my boo-boo is I didn't prepare my foil first. So pro tip for anyone who's trying to use sticky embossing powder, I don't know if this foil is going to work, but I'm going to try it. So full disclosure, this might not work because this foil may not work with it the same way. I'm not really sure. But it is, I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, before you start, just make sure that you prepare your foil first. Okay, so if you don't get your foil ready first, what's going to happen is you're not going to have it on top of your cardstock fast enough, and then the powder will cool down, and then your foil will not stick to it. This technique hinges on the foil being adhered to the embossing powder when it's still hot. So if you don't do that, it's not going to work. All right, so I'm going to try it. I don't know if this worked. I used it with the Thermo Web foil earlier, that green sketch, and it worked perfect. But I'm not sure if this works the same way or not. So we're going to try it and see what happens, and if not, we'll just try a different kind of foil. I can get more of my Thermo Web stuff out. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to get my coffee filter ready. I'm going to take off my background, pop it into the little coffee filter here so that I can pour on my powder. Unsticking hangers. Oh, overhanging stickers. I was like, what? I totally read that wrong. My bad. Okay, so this works just the same as an embossing powder would. So you pour it right on. It sticks directly to it. I didn't get the best stamped image. I probably should have taken it back through once and stamped it again, but that's okay. We'll see, just because I'm not even sure if this foil is going to work, so I don't want to invest too much time in it. But we will see. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see the powder on there, but I can definitely tell that it is stuck to our panel. It's not a perfect coverage, but it's pretty good. What we're going to do is I'm going to grab my heat tool, and we're going to go to town heating this up, and as soon as I'm done melting it, it's going to go invisible, which it kind of looks invisible on the playback, so hopefully you guys can see something. As soon as it goes invisible, I'm going to stop heating it, and then I'm going to plop the foil right down on top of it. Okay, so here we go. Heating up the heat tool first. Hey, Lisa. I'm going to turn this around in just a second. And I'm burning my fingers. All right. Okay, so like I was saying, we want to get that foil ready right away and immediately place it down on our card panel. Now, you do not want to like squeeze and press right now. You just want to make sure that it's nice and attached, but you don't want to do any firm pressure. When I watched Tim do it in a video, he said that you weren't supposed to squish it or anything because the glue, so this stuff is basically powdered glue, and while it's wet, if you smush it, it's gonna like blur your lines and make them fat and not fine. So we will see. Basically though, you just want to make sure that it is adhered. You want to make sure that your you want to make sure it's actually sticking to the image. But then once it cools down, then we can get into the business of burnishing. I said hi to Lisa, but hopefully you could hear me. Hey, Pinky. That crazy cat woman. Hello, hello. More family here. Yay. Hi, bot. While we're saying hi to everyone. Okay, so hopefully we have okay results like I did the first time. Like I said, I don't know about this foil, if it's gonna work or not, but hopefully it will. What I'm using to do this right now is a Cricut scraper tool. I'm not using the scrapey side. I'm using like the kind of rubbery edge because I feel like it gives nice pressure without scratching or ripping it. Exactly, Luisana. Yes. Basically, I am foiling on glue. Yes, because, oh, I can see the pattern. I think it's going to work, you guys. Because I can see the pattern coming out through the foil. I think it's going to work. I'm excited. Yes, so this glue is, hey, Belinda. Hey, Deborah. This glue, it's like powdered glue. And so you use it like an embossing powder, you heat it up, and then you just stick the foil right onto it, and then wait for it to cool down just a little bit, and then you burnish it on there to give it a really good stick. And then that means that you can now use your stamped images to foil, whereas before, you know, you had to use like a piece of tape, or you had to have a toner sheet or whatever. This opens up the world of foiling. It's really cool. Oh, but used a lot of glue, I bet. That's crazy. And you know what, you guys, I really should have done this on a different color paper. I should have used a different color cardstock if I had been thinking about it, because this would have looked really pretty on like a navy or a black cardstock. We'll see what happens though. It may still look cool. Hey, Heidi. For those of you who have joined after the fact, sorry about my voice. I am sick, and I know I don't sound very good. So I might not be on terribly long tonight, but we will see. All right, so I'm going to take a peek and see how we're doing. I'm not getting the best results, and like I said, this is partially because I didn't, I wasn't sure if this foil was going to work. Oh, through the laminator. That's a good idea. Oh, Belinda, so the embossing powder that I used is called sticky embossing powder. It's from Ranger, and it's basically like powdered glue. So you pour that on top of your embossing ink, and then you heat set it like you would if you were melting any other embossing powder, and then you put your foil right on top. Okay, so I'm not getting the best results, like I said, because I wasn't very careful when I went to put my powder on. I didn't get a super great coat. But you can see the basic result here. It would look better if I had done it right or made sure that it was, yeah, it is a lot of work. Oh yeah, I'm just trying out a new voice, you know, seeing if you guys like it. Now it's not great coverage, but you guys saw that I didn't put the powder on very well at the beginning. And that's the reason that it's not super great, is because it wasn't a really clear coat. What I could try, and I think would be really cool, is maybe we could do like a double embossing. I'm wondering. Because what you could do is, since you have the Misty, you just put it right back in, and then stamp in the exact same place again once you've already done it once with the glue and let it dry. And then that way you get another coat of the glue on top, and it would be kind of like a thicker impression for the foil to grab onto. Because this is okay, and you can tell that it's shiny, but because it was a little bit splotchy, I didn't get perfect coverage. Sorry, you guys. Oh, Ivy, me too. I am sick, and it's been a rough weekend for us. Okay, so there's that. We might have better luck. Oh, thanks, Trudy. We might have better luck. So at least we know now that it does work with this foil. I wasn't even sure if it was going to work with this foil. We might have better luck, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, with like a more solid image, because with the intricate detailing and stuff like that, maybe it kind of has a hard time. Although, like I showed you guys before, I was able to get this one done, and I think that's pretty, I think that's pretty detailed. So like that's what it looks like foiled. And then I have another piece here. Hold on one second. I have one stamped piece that has the black stamp on it in black ink. Hold on one second. It's like in my little pile right here, and I'm like, oh, there's so much stuff. Here it is. Okay, so this is the stamped image itself. I guess I should turn it the same direction. So this is the stamped image here in the black. I hope you guys can see that. I'm kind of off camera, I realized. My playback is a little blurry, but this is the stamped image, and then this is the foiled image. So I mean, look how much detail it picked up with the foil. And I did this with the sticky glue, the sticky embossing powder. So I mean, I think it worked pretty well. Kind of we got better results than with this solid image. So I don't know if I just coated this one better with the powder or what. That's true, Darlene. That's true. Or run it through the laminator like someone else said. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might have to try that because that's a really good idea. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do it on a piece of black cardstock because I think that that's going to let us see it a little bit better. So let's grab I keep saying mini Misty, but it's not a mini Misty. It is the original size Misty. And then we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to, sorry. Oh, Trudy, I'm sorry to hear that. It feels like everybody's coming down with something now. Now that it's finally spring, everybody's getting sick. But I don't know about you guys, but here our weather is just something crazy. The weather is like really on and off. It's like really hot and then it's freezing cold and oh, that's okay. Have a good night. Enjoy your cats if they are with you currently. Try a couple of experiments at the same time, one with a laminator and another one without the laminator. Well, I have the mink, so I could use that. It heats up really fast. Okay, so now we've got our piece of black cardstock, the same loop. Goodness gracious, sorry. Okay, so I'm hoping that with the thicker lines and like more solid space, we might get better results. But I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. I'm just kind of trying things out. All right. All right, so I'm going to use the embossing ink again, but this time, before I start, I'm going to go ahead and cut some foil. You know, I got to be honest, though. I really don't like cutting foil because it drives me nuts. And it's so thin. And I'm sure that there's a better way to do it than this, but I don't know what it is. So here we go. I like always feel like I'm just scratching it all to pieces and I'm probably blinding you guys. So sorry in advance. All right, well now I've at least got, oh no, I've been so bad at checking. Did you tag me in something? I've been really bad at checking like my notifications and everything today. It's been a hot mess. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you will definitely enjoy. Cats are always awesome for snuggling. Hopefully they keep you some good company. Okay, so now I've got my foil ready. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my embossing ink on there. The other thing too is I think I need to re-ink my embossing ink again because you guys know how much I use this daggone thing. It's like an addiction. I use it on everything. Like literally every card has some sort of heat embossing, and this is the only one that I use. So it gets a whole lot of use. Pre-cut it, maybe put a piece of paper under it. Oh, that's a good idea. I never really thought to do that, but that is a good idea. It would be nicer if it was in sheets. You know what I mean? I've got a little bit that didn't quite transfer all the way. There we go. All right. We'll see what happens this time. I'm gonna pop that over there. Dump basically the rest of this onto the card. I'm just gonna kind of like scoop it up from the coffee filter so I don't have to worry about like refilling it and then scooping it again because I'm lazy. It's basically what it boils down to. Because now I've dumped the whole bottle out. Oh yeah, Rhea, I haven't seen it yet. I will definitely check it though. Sorry about that. Rose said she sent me a message earlier too, and I have not checked my messages. I'm being the worst. It's been really rough because I have not been getting any sleep at night because this particular cold, like it's bad during the day, but it is awful at night. Like I can't get any rest. Like literally last night, I don't know that I slept more than like, I don't know, maybe an hour total combined. There's still a whole lot of powder in there, but I'm not worried about it. I am going to use a Swiffer cloth real quick though to kind of dust off my surface because I don't want any powdered glue melting on my desk. That would probably not be good. Hi Mark. Sorry. Okay. I was trying to catch up on the comments. Make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, heat tool's going back on. We're going to do some more melting. Oh, cough pearls. I've never heard of that. Oh no, Evelise, that's awful. I really hope you start feeling better soon. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and melt the powder. You can see it just disappears. It just turns clear. And it heats up and melts quite a bit faster than normal embossing powder, in my opinion. It's pretty quick. Like I didn't even really have to wait for it to get all the way up to temperature first. All right, I'm gonna put that down and I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can and plop that foil right on top. And if I'm not exactly lined up, that's okay because I'm gonna trim this panel down anyway, but I wanna at least try to get it as best as I can lined up. Now you can see, maybe you do want to like not rub it hard, but at least, because I can see the lines. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but like as I press here, I can see the lines where the foil is going to adhere. So maybe if I spend a little more time doing that at the beginning, like I don't want to press too hard, but, and then now give it a, yeah, I've never heard of cough pearls. I might have to look that up. Ban cats from the bedroom. We tried that once with my cat that, he lives with my mom now. He does not live with us anymore. Hi, Molly. So I had this cat for like 11 years and now he lives with my mom because the kids were stressing him out too much. But, we tried to like keep him out of our room and he was not having it. He would sit at the door and meow for hours and hours and hours. It was awful. We used to call it singing the songs of his people. So it would be like 3 a.m. and we'd be like, oh, he's singing the song of his people again. Oh boy, I ripped it. We'll see what happens with this. I don't know. Maybe it was a fluke and I had the best luck the first time I did it, which is rare. Because that Enchanted Rose one was actually the first time I tried it. A pill form of cough syrup. Ooh, you guys. It shows up really pretty on the black. It looks really cool. Oh, a pill form of cough syrup. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is like the worst cough because this one is like, it's at the same time really dry and also really junky. So like, and then so it's like my nose is doing the same thing. It's like so super stuffed up and also constantly running. It's like, this does not make sense. Like, can you pick which type of cold you are and go with that instead of having it be like all the kinds of colds? Sorry about my coughing, you guys. I know that's irritating to listen to. But yeah, anyhow, so now I know people are saying like, this is a lot of work to foil an image, and I totally get that. However, if you have an image that you really want to foil, this is a great way to do it. If you don't have toner ink, because I think you could do the same thing with toner ink pad. Do they have like a toner ink pad? They probably do. So you could like ink your stamp up with the toner, I think, and then just stamp it and then run it through the foiling, like the foil machine, the laminator or Mink or whatever you have, and then theoretically that would work. You're right, Belinda. It definitely does make it hard to know what kind of medicine to take. It's like, I don't know if I should take one to stuff me up or drain me out or like make the cough productive or make the cough stop. Like, I have no idea. Hey, Gyps. Okay, so it's not perfect again, and I did get a little bit of foil transfer, it looks like, because I had some stray powder. I should have used my Swiffer cloth, but that's pretty cool, you guys. That's pretty neat. I kind of like it a lot. So hopefully it picks up the shine a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's really neat. Like I said, I did have some stray powder that was kind of hanging out. Looks like some of it is cleaning up with the Swiffer duster cloth. So some of it was just kind of like adhered to little flecks of powder, but when I'm wiping it, it's kind of coming right off. I haven't tried it yet, but I should. I've tried like, what is that cough medicine called? I think it starts with a D. Oh, it slipped my mind. I can't remember what it's called. Dulcim, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I have tried cough medicine, and I tried like NyQuil and stuff and Dayquil, and like none of that helped for sure. So, ugh. I think that that's really cool, you guys. All right, let's trim it down and do something with it. I don't know what, but we're gonna do something. Let's see which side looks better. Let's just take, oh, also I did, I read on the back there that it says you can, let me read it again just to make sure I don't get it wrong. But it said, sprinkle sticky embossing powder over embossing ink stamped image. Tap off excess powder. Use heat tool to melt powder. Adhere foil gel or flocking. Reheat powder to set. Oh. Maybe that's my problem, you guys. I was supposed to heat it again. Aha. Okay. So let's do one more with the flower again and see if we get better results. Because maybe I'm supposed to heat it while the foil is on it. I never really thought about that, but maybe. Because then, you know, like when you send it through the laminator, it heats it up while the foil is on it. So maybe. Could be, could be. let's try it and see what happens. All right, so we've got our cool black one. Let's do another piece of black so that we have something to compare it to. I'm gonna cut this one down to 5.5. Okay. I'm gonna do the flower one again because we didn't get super great results, but I'm wondering if maybe if we heated it again, we would get better results. That would be awesome. And I think I already have a piece of foil cut. Didn't I cut 2 pieces? I thought I cut 2 pieces. Didn't I cut? Yes, I did. Okay. Whew, I found it. You guys, you can't trust me with anything. All right. Let's see. This is going to be a little more tricky because my stamp already has some ink on it, so we'll see what happens. I want to make sure it covers up the whole thing at least. Okay, that should be good. All right, so first I'm going to put on my powder. Hopefully get a nice and healthy coat on there. Hopefully this cough, cold thing, whatever it is, goes away really soon because I am tired of it. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna get our embossing ink out again. It is a sticky grid, yes. Sweet Heidi sent me one, and I'm still using the same one that she sent me. If that's any testament to how well it works. It is getting really gunky and gross now that I've been using it for a while now. But she sent me one little square or rectangle to try out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna use the heck out of this thing. So, yes, it is a sticky grid that I just stick in there because I find that it helps me get, especially when you're doing a background stamp like this, it makes it so that your stamped or your panel doesn't move around, which is awesome because you can't use the magnets in this situation. Okay, so I didn't get a perfect stamp. So this is the beauty of the Misty. Now I can just go back in and stamp it again because I want to make sure that we do our best to get a perfect stamped image. That way we know it's not the, we can see how it works. And we'll know that it's not the powder or whatever. Hey, Sandy. Oh, they have it at Hobby Lobby? Heidi. I didn't know they had it at Hobby Lobby. We have a Hobby Lobby here. And I just kind of assumed that like none of the local stores have anything good. No offense to them. But like they don't carry the stuff that I'm interested in. I don't know what's going on here, but because I'm not over it. So I'm having kind of a hard time getting like good pressure in certain spots. Like right here. I'm trying not to do like CPR on my stamp, as Tim says. Tim Holtz always calls that like CPR stamping or whatever. I don't know. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Whatever it takes. That looks really pretty just stamped on the black. I wonder if it would stay that dark. Oh, look how pretty it is. You guys, this is gorgeous. But this is definitely a better stamped image than we got the last time. So I'm hopeful that we will get better coverage this time. This is so gorgeous. I love this stamp so much. Buy the dies. Okay. Sorry, Trudy. I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said, but that Nightbot, he got you. I can't look at it right this second because I've got this powder. But I will check it in just a second. Probably something silly. Okay. Uh-oh. We've kind of got uneven. Hold on. I'm going to redo this bottom part because it kind of got faded sort of at the bottom. Like it doesn't seem like the coverage is as good as at the top. Okay. You got to be careful, it seems like, not to tap off too much, because if you tap it, more of this powder comes off than like with a normal embossing powder, it seems like. Hey, Georgia. Oh, thanks, Mark. I don't really know yet what I'm making. I just wanted to try this technique using sticky embossing powder. All right, heat tool is going on. Trudy. All right. So you're going to see that that powder is going to disappear. It heats up super fast. Woohoo! Here we go. All right, y'all, fingers crossed. Here we go. All right, now let's try. Okay, we can do one of two things, or we can try both. We can run this through the mink, which I would totally be happy to do. Oh, look, there's like some gold flecks on my desk now. Oh, Fatima, you're so sweet. I love you. Belinda, you know I don't know the answer to that. I'm not really sure. I haven't had any problems with it yet, but that's not to say that it's not a concern. I would say, like anything, you want to make sure that you're not spending too much time on it, but it doesn't seem to have like the immediate problems that it would if it were an embossing powder and you were overheating it, because it seems like it heats up super fast. Like it's just like done. That's it. Excuse me. Georgia, so what we are doing is we are testing out sticky embossing powder. This was new to me. I had never even heard of this before, and I like mysteriously had some in my stash. And I probably bought it once when I thought it was white embossing powder, but really it was sticky, and then I don't know. I either didn't notice or I did notice, and I was like, what the heck is this? I don't know what I'm going to use this for. This is not what I meant to buy. It's usually used for pour and dump type embellishments. Oh, okay, I see. It's an embossing powder, but it's essentially powdered glue. That's what Tim Holtz said when he did the demo for it. So then you can foil with it. So you put the embossing ink on your stamped image, and then you put the foil on top after you melt the powder. And this is what the example I was showing. I'll be sharing this card soon. But this is what I did with the Brutus Monroe Enchanted Rose stamp set. And I put the sticky powder on, melted it, and then put the green sketch foil from Brutus Monroe on it. And that's the result that I got, which I thought was really cool. And this was the first time I ever tried it. So, I mean, it was pretty good for the first try. I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but let's try this and see what happens. All right, I'll get my mink and see what happens if we run it through. Hold on one sec. I had my drawer open already, so it's no big deal. I'm going to be, I'm going to be threading cords for a second so I can plug it in. Luckily, this thing heats up super duper fast, so we shouldn't be waiting too long. Let's go ahead and turn it on. That's always helpful. And I'm just kind of tucking that cord, hopefully mostly out of the way. It is. Okay, so this is the mini mink. I love this thing. It would help if I turned it on, you guys. Whoa. Okay, the mini mink is so super cute. I love it. It's all polka dotted and so cute. Okay, I'm just grabbing a carrier sheet right now. So this is basically just like a clear plastic sheet that you want to put your foil stuff inside of before you send it through your mink. And you always want to start with the side that has the closed edge on it. Excuse me. All right, so this is flashing to let us know that it is still heating up. When it is done flashing, I think it actually beeps. Yep, there we go. And it turns green. But you guys can see how fast that was. I mean, that took hardly any time at all. All right, so I'm just going to feed this through in the carrier sheet and we'll see what happens. And then maybe this constitutes reheating it and it will set it. So no, it won't. I don't know why it doesn't laminate or seal, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's like some specific type of, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't, because I thought the same thing, but for whatever reason, it does not. I mean, man, I hope not. I don't know. Nope, it doesn't. I don't know why, but it doesn't. All right. It's a mint clear sheet, yeah. Must be special plastic. Yeah, I don't know. It came with the mink. Well, actually, I technically bought it separate, but it's mink brand. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't claim to be an expert. I could be doing it wrong for all I know. That could be. All right. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. I can't even. I'm going to pull a Christopher. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? I can't. Oh no. Okay, so here's what happened. Remember how I said that it would, it heated up too much? Okay, so this is what happened with the glue. So we can't send it through the mink, but that's still really cool. Okay, so we lost our pattern, but holy cow, that's crazy. So it's like perfectly flat. That's crazy. I don't even know. But we still have some of the pattern down here, but for whatever reason, yeah, so the glue, if it was toner, it would have been okay. But because it was the dimensional glue, it had, when it went through, it smooshed it, and then it, oh yeah, I could set it on a lower temp. I could. This is so pretty though. I can't believe how shiny this is. I know that this does not look like anything because it's just like a blob of foil, but it's so pretty. I'm like blinding you. I'm sorry. Okay, so the only thing, you guys, is I did notice it did kind of, this has never happened before, but now that you guys are asking questions about it, it did kind of, get sort of like a, well, it didn't hurt my plastic at all because this is like on the surface, but it's like something to do with the foil or the paper or something. I don't know. It does have like kind of like a residue now, but it comes off. So it's like not on the, if it were a clear stamp, you could stamp over it with stays on. Oh. Mixed media project. Foul smooshing. You guys are so funny. Okay. You just gotta try 50 pages. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out exactly what to do to make this work, right? And I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure about the protector. I mean, I've never had a problem with it before, but like maybe I should have used something else. I'm not really sure. But look at it. It peeled off so much foil. That's crazy. Okay, let's cut some more foil and try again. The 45th time's the charm. Oh, parchment paper. I do have some parchment paper right here. Oh, speaking of parchment paper, I have some foil in it from the last time I was foiling something. Let's see. Hey, Dawn. We are just experimenting. I have apologized a million times about my voice, so here I go again. I've been sick, so sorry that I sound ridiculous. But yes, we are experimenting with sticky embossing powder and foil and seeing what happens. All right, now we can try at least 2 more times. Oh, I need to get something, Heather. Oh, Trudy, that's what I was thinking. Yes, you could totally do that. I love to, you guys know I love to save stuff and like not let it be ruined or whatever. So that's a perfect solution for me. A humidifier I definitely need. Gyps, I don't know because I don't have a Royal Sovereign. I have a laminator, but it's not, I don't think it's a Royal Sovereign. I honestly don't know what brand my laminator is. I have a laminator, but I like the Mink because it's cute and tiny and easy to use and it heats up real fast. And it's pretty to look at. Okay, so let's try again. Let's just do the same. We'll do the same background so we can see the difference in our results. So let's go with our black piece again. We're using that sticky grid, so it's gonna stick it right in place for us. I'm gonna go ahead and coat it with powder. I know it's got a little bit of an impression there. Let's see. Oh, you guys, I need your opinion. I need advice. What should I do for my 1 hour live during the live stream event? Because I've been going back and forth and like trying to decide for like ages now, and I cannot decide. I've been having the worst time like trying to nail down what I want to do, and obviously it has to fit into a 1 hour time block. So I need to practice something ahead of time so that I am not like not finished by the time it's over. This one, if I get it nailed down, that would be really cool. But yeah, so I don't know. It's on, for those of you who are not familiar yet, if you don't know what I'm talking about a 24-hour live stream event called A World of Heart. And it is put together by Tiffany Solorio. She is another YouTube content creator, and she is amazing. She's put together a literally whole day of people streaming. So there will be somebody live for whose products do I don't have to use any specific person's products, though I will likely use a lot of Brutus Monroe stuff because there is a giveaway sponsored on my live video for a $25 gift card to Brutus Monroe. So if you guys watch during my time slot, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time, on Saturday, March 30th, so Saturday, March 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern time, that's my time slot. If you guys hang out with me, I will be giving away a $25 gift card to, like an e-gift card, to Brutus Monroe. I kind of forgot what I was doing for a second there because I got so babbly about this live event. I'm like, what am I doing again? What process are we working on here? Okay, so I'm trying to be really liberal with the powder because I want to have a nice coat. I don't want to be stingy with the powder. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Georgia. The only problem is I take so daggone long to color that I think I might go over the time limit if I color. So I only have an hour. So I have to try to figure out how to do whatever I'm doing within 1 hour. Because then at the end of my hour, I tell everyone, okay, now it's time to hop on over to whoever's channel and, you know, go hang out with that person, which is really cool. Okay, so I need to have my foil ready, which I do right here. So I've got my foil ready. Let's turn on the heat tool. Oh, sorry, you guys. My goodness. All right, so like I was telling you guys earlier, this melts way faster than regular embossing powder. Ah! The foil came rolling over onto my desk. Oh no, I'm buffering. It looks okay on my end. Let me know if anyone else is having trouble. Oh. Okay. Now my foil rolled up a little bit, but no buffering. Okay, good. Woo. All right, let's get this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah. I'm going to try to do my best to get it on there. Good grief. Okay, so what is our consensus? Are we trying to put it through the laminator again on a lower setting? Or are we going to heat it again while it's got the foil on it? You guys let me know which one you want to try. Use a glue gun. Oh, I was like, a glue gun? How am I going to do that? Heat with foil on it, no laminator. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let that kind of sit for just a second so that it has time to kind of adhere. My poor mat is like bubbled a little bit because it's really not, show how, okay, wait. Jess, show how you made the card you posted in the Inspiration Team Facebook group for your hour live. That card is way cool. Oh, are you talking about the butterfly one, Luisana? That one's actually pretty fast. I could probably do that within, I could probably do that one within an hour. Even with talking. Oh, the butterfly one. Yeah. That one actually goes live on the blog tonight. I say it's the pressure, not the heat, so would smoosh it again. Oh, the only thing is on the container, it says heat, hold on. It says reheat powder to set. So I don't know if, I mean, I can try it with the heat tool. I'm a little worried. I've never done this before with the foil on top of it. Let me get a pair of tweezers because I don't want to burn my fingers off. Let's just be real. Okay. Let's see what happens. Ah! I don't know, you guys. It's definitely like melting the foil. Oh, you think from the backside? Fair enough. All right, let's see what happens. I don't know. Now I'm scared to touch it because it seems a little scary. Like it's going to be really hot. It was like melting the foil. It's better, but I don't know if I need to like keep heating it in certain areas. Hold on. Yep, hold on. Woo, it's like melting the powder, the stuff though. I don't know. It like kind of works. But see, some of it I feel like is not really working. I'm a little worried that this is gonna like catch my crafter on fire, you guys. Oh, let it cool. Okay. You guys know I have no idea what I'm doing. I really have no clue what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. My poor little Matt is like, I can't take it. Okay, so the parts that I know are already like toast. We got some good transfer down here. It's not the best. It's better than it was though, like certainly before. Better transfer. I don't know. I don't know if it's like, you think burnish it? Excuse me, bacon chocolate chip. That sounds interesting. Sounds like an adventurous man. See, the problem is, I think I heated it up too much, probably. It's definitely better than it was, though. Look at my poor foil, though. Oh my god. I'm probably going to, like, I don't know. I'm probably putting, like, insane chemicals into the air right now. I don't know if I recommend this. Okay, that's better. It does look distressed. That's true. It's cool. It's not a perfect foil, so if you're going, yeah, the heat tool really is extremely hot. It is. Like, it could be that that's too hot. So it's not a perfect transfer, you guys, but, I don't know. I mean, it's still cool. It really is. It's a happy accident. Okay, so here's where we're at so far. So we've done this. So we've got, here. We've got our accidental smush. Our poor background there. All right, we've got one more. I want to try to do the, yes, I do have the same heat tool that Christopher has. Yep, it's the Wagner heat tool. I got mine on Amazon for like $20, I think. If anyone wants a link, I can send it to you, but I think I bought it for like 20 bucks, through Amazon. Anyway, so we totally messed up this. You know, it's nice to see that, you know, some things work and some things don't. These are like the different results. This was not heating it at all. This one was heating it with the heat tool with the foil still on it, and this one was on the normal foil setting through the mink, the mini mink. So I want to try it one more time with the mink on low, and see what happens. Like if we get the same results or different, as we did with like all the crazy smushing. If it's on a lower heat setting, like maybe, now I don't know if it's the pressure that smushed it or if it was the heat that smushed it or a combination of both. Okay, Trudy, see you later. Thanks for hanging out. My goodness. I do like the black and gold stripes for sure. What's gross? I didn't see it. I don't know what happened. Gyps, I don't know what you said was gross. Did you not like one of these? I don't know. I got nothing. All right, let me get one more sheet of black cardstock. I'm sure I have one around here somewhere. Oh, talking about the cookies. All right, let me trim this down real quick. 4.25. Oh, ice cream. I missed something. I missed that. I missed the ice cream. If I wasn't so backed up with my sinuses, ice cream would sound really good right now, but as it is, ice cream does not sound really good right now. I feel like that would make my sinuses like 10 times worse. But you know, you can't win them all, right? Okay, so let's do the powder game again. This is the only bad thing about this, you guys, is that this trial and error will be the death of me. This is not my favorite part of crafting. If I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, I don't like to experiment. Well, it's not that I don't like to experiment. It's just that I want it to work perfectly the first time. And that's my experiment, is like, hey, I wonder if this would work. And then it does. That's the kind of experimenting I like. I don't like the experimenting when it's like, hey, I wonder if this would work. And then it doesn't. And then I have to try something else, because you guys know that I'm kind of a lazy crafter. And so if I have to try something again, I'm like, oh, come on. Like, really? Yes, exactly. Trial, but not the error. You are my kind of girl, Heather. Yes. That is the best. You explained it so much better than I did. My explanation was so long-winded and ridiculous, and yours was perfect and succinct, and it made sense. All right, so I'm not getting, like I said, I think I need to re-ink my poor little embossing ink here. I do have the re-inker, I just have not been taking very good care of my materials. Also, so I do have to let you guys know that we are in the process of buying a house right now, and should everything go according to plan, currently we are supposed to be under contract officially tonight. It'll still be around like 45 days, a little less than 45 days, I think, before we move, like before we close on the house. But, if we, I mean, because obviously we're going to have to pack and move and do all that stuff. So my time is going to be quite taken up. So when I go, I'm still going to try to do my lives every time like I normally would when I'm scheduled. But if I may have to do them shorter. Like I may not have as long. So it'll be good for me to practice this. Shorter live video for my 1 hour thing. Yeah, I'll have my own craft room. It's not a great one. Like I have more room right now. Currently my craft room is the garage. But it's like finished, so it has carpet and drywall and paint and all that. And we just rent this house that we're in right now. But yeah, so heat tools going on. We rent the house we're in right now. I will have my own craft room, but it's gonna be the room above the garage. So I'm moving on up, but the problem is the roof is really steep on one side of the room, so I have no idea how I'm gonna make it work with all my craft stuff. So it's gonna be an experiment to try to figure out, you know, what to do. Yeah, okay, so that's what I was thinking. What we might end up doing is like putting the IKEA Alex drawers all along one side where where the roof is really steep, and hopefully I would still be able to reach them if because the problem is like it has a short wall on one side and then the ceiling is really steep. So like you could put stuff against the wall, but in order to get to it, you'd have to like stoop down and like I'm not really sure. I don't know. I forgot to set it to anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I forgot to turn it on a temperature. It's just like making like a little puttering noise. All right, I'm gonna use the parchment paper this time. Yeah, totally. I can try to do a craft tour. I was also kind of thinking, forewarning, I may sneeze soon. Apologies in advance. I was thinking that I might do a, I might try to do a moving my craft room vlog. This is a little long. This is actually like slightly too long to fit in this. Hold on one second. Hold, please. I'm going to trim off some of this because it's technically too small. I mean too long, not too small. There we go. That should work. I don't want to trim it too short because I still want the foil to be on the inside. What have I done? Okay, that should be good. All right, here goes nothing. We're gonna see if it still does the same smushing thing. Hopefully we're not wasting another sheet of foil. If we are, I give up. So now this is on 1. Last time I did it on 3. So it could be that maybe a different temperature will help it. I don't know. Oh, I hope you can have a craft room too, Louisana. How do you do all that crazy work without a craft room? Oh, thanks, Mark. All right, you guys, moment of truth. What do we think is going to happen? I don't even know. I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it did still smush some of it, but it didn't smush all of it like last time. So it's up to you, I guess, on what you think. So this is what it looked like on 3. And this is what it looks like on 1. So it is still smushed, but if you didn't know what the original stamp looked like, you might like not know. I don't know. It still looks like a floral background, even though it's been smushed. It's interesting to me though that this stuff is more defined, and then down here it's kind of all smushied. So I don't know, but it is really shiny, y'all. So this gold foil is crazy. It's really shiny. Oh, passing it through a die cutting machine. Oh, I'm gonna have to try all these things, and maybe I need to make a video on this of all the different ways that you can use the foil. Well, the sticky ink anyway. All right, so here's what we've done. We've got those. I know we've got more. Where are the other pieces? And this one. Okay, so this one is with no extra heat. So this is just with using the sticky embossing powder, melting it, and then putting the foil on and then scraping it. This is with heating it with the heat tool. I don't know. I had it on 0, but it wasn't doing anything. So I'm not sure. Oh, Heidi, that's awesome. And then this one is one we just did, which was on the setting number 1 on the mini mink. And then this one was on setting 3 on the mini mink, which was definitely way too hot. So possibly if we could figure out how to, I had it on setting 0 to begin with, but it like didn't do anything. Like it never, I don't know. I don't know if 0 is actually a setting or if that's just kind of like the it's on setting. But yeah, so that's what we've got. Those are our 4 attempts today. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night for now because I've been on for, I don't know, like an hour and 15 minutes or so, and my poor little voice had its last little leg of effort. You could re-stamp over the last one and have a gold background. Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Huh. That would be really neat. I might have to try that, Heidi. That's a really cool idea. Yeah. Okay, so I need to try a couple more things. So I liked the idea of trying it with the die cut machine to give it the pressure but not the heat to see if maybe, you know, maybe that would help it stick a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. We've got some more things to try. Okay, so that's all I've got for tonight. So I will see you guys again on Wednesday night, hopefully with a lot better sounding voice. I'll let you know if I have a chance to play with any of this stuff and see, or if any of you guys have a chance to play with it, then totally let me know. And you can save me some time. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. I really love each and every one of you and the company that you guys give me, and all the awesome knowledge and tips and tricks that you guys bring to the table while we're crafting. I can't thank you guys enough for always being there for me and supporting me. You guys mean the world to me. I love you all to pieces. I will see you guys again really soon on Wednesday. And in the meantime, I'm sending hugs and love to